Welcome, Virgo, to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. Getting the best message for you. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope, only using one of the 12 houses. Best message, please. Look at that. We have the 11th house coming out with some Taurus energy in the moon. Nice. So, got the moon coming out. This is the unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. So, taking on a little bit of this moon energy over here in the 11th house and going straight Taurus style over here. So, the energy around you shows an abundance of nature. It's rich, earthy, productive, yet relaxed and slow. And going straight into the 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Nice. So we're talking about this luck, and we're talking about this sensitivity is towards the things that you're really trying to be productive towards within the 11th house, which is whatever, wishes and luck that you really want. It could be with your friends, your loved ones, whatever your social occasions are. Okay, it could even be your family, if you're super friendly with your family, making yourself social. However, okay, going over here to the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. So let's see what's going on over here under the moon, Taurus, and the 11th house. There's that communication that's going on. It does feel like there is going to be a lot of communication that's going on. It could definitely be slow and productive. Oh, of course. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Hands like hooves, right? It wanted to remind me that I'm Taurus, for those of you that don't know. Hands with hooves. But you do have this communication that is coming in, and it does feel like it's well balanced. It is something that's going to make you feel productive and keep you moving. So there's a lot of multitasking also going on around you in the beginning of the month when it comes to the 11th house. But some of it might be a little toxic. So you do have to watch. It might be that you're trying to balance what is good and what is toxic out of your life. Because it does feel like you could be receiving some kind of support on one end, but then a little negative energy from someone else as you have these messages coming through. So if you do feel like you have one friend that's, really supporting you, you might feel like you have one friend that is definitely causing some kind of frustrations within your daily routine. And maybe it's just frustrations within the daily routine. But definitely you have a lot of focus on what it is that you want. If you are looking for that promotion, and diving deep for that job, whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever your wish is. But it does, remember, have you on a sensitive side over here. So definitely traveling towards your deeper psychic emotions and abilities. So if you are psychic and you're an empath, let's put it that way, especially talking about the moon over here, they definitely have you on an empathic charge right now, I guess we would say, because you are definitely picking up their negative emotions. But I think that you're trying to balance out, on the psychic side, what is yours and what is not yours. For some of you and others of you, trying to stay away from this other person who is definitely just affecting you in the overall frustrations of the day. You definitely are really balancing out what is healthy and what the good news is. There is good news coming from one side, but there's also, like I said, there's also this toxic piece that's there as well. Wow. So it has something that makes you reflect upon the situation. And that's definitely that weighing the pros and cons about the situation. Um, it's kind of like you're trying to reclaim your power and your magic over here as you're getting this good news. Definitely weighing pros and cons for sure. At the mid-month, whoever the toxic energy is within the social occasions, um, they're definitely making you feel like you're kind of out in the cold. You could just also had some kind of rejection that just happened. Um, Maybe you were looking for a yes and it became a no within a situation. You also have some kind of learned ability over here as well. You also have somebody who could be watching you as well. um, and that watching could also be just over. I feel like for some of you, it could just be over communication, over stimulation when it comes through a situation that is leaving you out in the cold. Like I said, it could, we'll just say it's Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. It definitely could be a Gemini as well. You do feel like this relationship is not as passionate as you want it to be. The situation is not going the way you want it to go. You could also be learning that this is not what you thought it was going to be. That's where I'm getting that kind of, you thought it was going to be a yes and then it became a no. So if you thought that you were waiting for a job and you're wishing for this job, it could be a definite no. And so you might be trying to plan around it, right? As you're soaking up all this knowledge over here about what's going on. And it does feel like you are soaking up a lot of knowledge, no matter what, because it does look like you are trying to figure things out to get things more back on a passionate area, where you need it to be more productive. With the Wheel of Fortune coming in, though, it's like you were looking for this luck. You do have luck in certain areas of the 11th house. So we have to look at the situation from where is the luck and where is the turn and where is the cycle going. So it does feel like there's luck on one side and no luck over here. It's kind of interesting because you're balancing two pentacles. One is good luck with the good news, and the other one is bad luck. So wherever it is here, you're definitely getting the good luck, but the other one is shining bad luck. Yeah, you're feeling like you got the Ace of Cups exactly where you need to be. So in some cycle, it's like some area of luck is really coming in, and the other one you just feel super unlucky and out in the cold within the situation. You would like for it to come towards you. So maybe you have a friendship that's very toxic and you don't want them around anymore and they just keep coming towards you or they keep being mean to you, however it is. And then maybe you are getting this new job, or maybe it's backwards. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. The Ace of Cups, though, is definitely saying that within this one area, there's definitely two areas going on over here. You're definitely feeling the luck in one area, not the other. Wow, so you're granted one luck while the other one is pushed back. So whoever's dealing with an air sign, that is definitely being pushed back. Okay, that is not, that relationship of friendship is not going anywhere. If anything, that's going backwards. So where are you gaining the good luck? Where is the good luck coming in? The good luck is coming in from the King of Wands. Could be a relationship that you have with a Sagittarius or a Taurus, and the other one that you thought had escaped you. So if you feel like you have a relationship that had escaped you, you definitely have this one coming through, or the other one is definitely being pushed back. So, wow. So, yeah. Because one is very faithful to you and the other one is very not faithful to you. If anything, you might even feel like they thieved from you, they hurt you, or this got away from you somehow or another. So, you'll know what it is. The Two of Wands over here on the feeling like you're pushed away. Yeah, definitely, because of the direction that you thought it was going in, you've given up the ghost on trying to salvage that relationship. You're going to find that that's not going to do you any good in the middle of the month, right? Because you're going to realize there's no potential. They just keep going away. That situation just keeps pushing itself back and back and back on you. Okay? So you might feel like, maybe you're even being taken advantage of, and you're worth more than what they were trying to give you. But then you have this other situation over here that's really healthy, and that's where it feels like you're going to push all your attention to in the mid-month, is on this healthy, strong relationship that you have, and where you can keep the faith within the 11th house and saying, that's where I'm going to put my energy? Because that's where the self-worth is coming from. So if you have, like I said, one friend who gives you all the self-confidence and all the love, and one that just seems to ride your back all the time, you're going to feel like that one is not worth it. If you have a job that's doing that, you wanted it to proceed, you're going to feel like it's not worth it, right? Because you're not going to feel like you're being taken advantage of. Nobody's going to do that. So your focuses are going to be more compensated on how your energies of sensitivities are feeling. I'm not going to let you use me as a doormat or walk all over me. And I'm not going to feel less than I need to feel. I'm going to feel worthy. So under the moon and the end of the month, you do have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is saying, this is simply just pain. You've given me nothing but, pain. Now there comes that self-worth thing again as well. This is where you're going to really want to take advantage and listen to your gut feelings about the situation, because it's not bringing in the Ten of Cups through this situation. If anything, there's three. Maybe they're giving more attention to somebody else. If you're at the job and you wanted that promotion and it was supposed to be a yes, and then somebody else came in and you feel like they stole it from you, whoa. That's how the three could come in, because you could say, you know what, the boss just stabbed me in the back and gave it to Cindy instead. And you know what, this is ridiculous. And, it just feels like whatever it was, that definitely, but remember, sometimes God's, rejection is for your protection. So, and we do have the devil here. So, but you do have the 10, that's why, yeah. It's going to end up okay, though, in the end, because you do have the Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, this could be literally that rejection is God's protection. Because I'm telling you right now, you're just going to let it go, because you're going to say, fine. And it was unsatisfactory. It wasn't going to do what it's supposed to do anyway. So you have the Death card. And the Death card is coming in and saying, keep the hope, keep the faith for the transformation, and just let it go, because it's just overwhelming you for no, the purposes of what is there for was kind of out of your control anyways. So it feels like whatever the situation was, it wasn't in your control to begin with. So, it just feels like whoever you're dealing with that makes you feel like you have victory, that's the situation that you're really going to want to keep going on. And you will have the victory, overall. But the tower has to crumble because of the situation. So once you let it go, what's overwhelming you, you're going to have this, this more inspired kind of creative thought that's going to give you the abundance and the satisfaction you are looking for. For others of you, don't worry about this other friend or this person, because, the Empress, whoever this Taurus is, could be literally a Taurus, can give you the satisfactions that you are looking for, right? Because you have way more other offerings coming to you that can be more passionate and keep you more on a passionate area, right? Making you feel like you can actually get the things that you want. Look, I'll give this to you. Don't you worry about it. Everything's going to be just fine. Because at the end of the month, you're going to have the Ace of Wands. So you're going to feel like you have a better upbringing than what you were looking for to begin with. So and then you can make new choices and new decisions about things. So it just feels like the future is very expansive, and you just keep dreaming of all these different possibilities. And at the end of the night, or the end of the night, that's weird that I said that, but the end of the month, you can really focus on how we're going to really take the action to make different things. You're going to have some kind of different proposal that is definitely giving to you the right decisions and the right choices, that it's going to be more beneficial to you anyways. So, whatever the situation is when it comes to weighing these two things together, definitely two different situations. One is definitely beneficial, and the other one is literally for your protection not to take it. I think something's wrong within that situation. Hey, look, if you're just going to, if you're just going to have the pain and the issue and feeling like everything's toxic, that's not healthy for you. What you want to do is celebrate your accomplishments, really, right? And really get to where you really need to be, and not really feeling like, like somebody's really holding something back from you anyways, because literally there's something wrong within the other situation, right? Maybe the contract is screwed up, right? So there's something that's not really healthy for you anyways. But the good news is you still have this other person where you can keep the faith. So, I would worry more about that one at this time, because that's where the real true magic is within this situation, is really from the Judgment card and from this, we're going to call it that Taurus, right? Not from that, what we call Gemini or Capricorn, one or the other. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.